Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We're at the 5th Cloud Expo. We're here in New York City. We have Sujal Daas with us from Mellanox. Thanks for joining us, Sujal.
Thank you.
Mellanox stand here, obviously. No people at the moment. We've got a quiet moment before the hordes that are behind that ribbon come in. Where are you guys in the space, and what are you finding of the show so far, Sujal?
Sure. Thank you again for the opportunity to speak. So Mellanox is a company that has been there for 10 years. We have been public since 2005, and we provide connectivity solutions for connecting servers and storage together. So in the cloud computing domain, we are, you can say, an equipment provider, a network equipment provider to cloud service providers who provide high levels of service to their end users.
Right, and cloud computing is all about high levels of service. It's all about users and scaling rapidly. So I'm figuring that you've cracked all of that, because a 10-year-old company in a 5-year-old industry, that's a good thing.
Yes, so in the very simplest term, we provide connectivity that are 40 times faster than what you see in the industry today in terms of gigabit Ethernet. Gigabit Ethernet runs at 1 gigabits per second. We have been shipping 40 gigabits per second network connectivity for 2 years now.
Wow. Now, what's the technology underlying that then?
The technology underlying that is InfiniBand. We also have 40 gigabits per second Ethernet network adapter cards today. However, the switch infrastructure for 40 gigabit Ethernet is still emerging. It's not there yet, but we expect that ecosystem for 40 gigabits per second Ethernet to happen in the 2011 timeframe. But we are already ready on the server side with the right adapter cards.
So it's kind of Mellanox, the cloud accelerators or something. What are the marketing jargon behind Mellanox?
So it's, for the end user, it's all about SLAs. It's all about service levels. Yeah. And if you look at reports from industry analysts like IDC, there are three main factors that are hindering the deployment of clouds. One is security, that you hear a lot about, but two other factors which are equally important are performance and availability. And the performance and availability aspects matter, the 5 nines of availability that customers are used to with their own data centers. They expect the same level of service going out to the cloud. And Mellanox connectivity products enable service providers to deliver 5 nines of availability, very high levels of performance, and we are actually showing that through 4 case studies that we have done with 4 of our cloud service provider partners who have deployed InfiniBand-based networking infrastructure in their data centers.
Now, when you've got, those kinds of use cases, Sujal, those kinds of client referrals, does that mean that you've really, cracked the business nut? You just have to say about those 4 to the next one, and you've got 5, and then those 5 to the next one, you've got 6. Is it that simple? I mean, if you've really got something that good, you'll just keep on growing.
So the recipe has been cracked. There is some work that needs to be done in terms of educating the community on what they can achieve. And we are hoping that with these case studies that we're presenting at this show, and also I would like to highlight something that you see right when you enter the show. You see the Oracle booth, and you see a system standing right there. That's the Oracle Exadata database machine. And that system is based entirely on our connectivity technology from Mellanox. And that system, in very simple terms, delivers 10x the performance at 1/5 the cost of hardware. So you use fewer servers, you use cheaper servers, and you get 10x the performance, and you're able to do that a large part due to the high-speed connectivity technology that's inside that system.
Wow. So these are not small increases in those various things. So what then does the future hold? Just rapid expansion for you guys as we're all expanding? I mean, it sounds like a pretty golden future for Mellanox.
We expect rapid expansion. As I said, there is some level of education that needs to happen in the cloud industry. I think a lot of the cloud service providers are struggling in terms of providing very high levels of availability and performance. being able to guarantee performance, being able to not have outages of services when they have spikes in demand. Some of the cloud service providers that have worked with us have been able to solve those. We need to proliferate that message, and that's why we are here. We hope to use this venue as well to proliferate that message, but it's a matter of learning and understanding that you really need very high bandwidth pipes in your data center to make the best use of your servers and to provide the highest level of service for your customers who are trying to access your compute resources and storage resources on a daily basis and on an unpredictable basis.
Well, that certainly resonates with me, so I'm imagining it's going to resonate with the people out there on SYS-CON TV. Sujal, if people want to follow up, they can go to mellanox.com, I'm assuming, but what would they see there? They were going to see these case studies, I'm hoping, as white papers, perhaps?
Yes, absolutely. So the website is www.mellanox.com. And within that, we have sections by vertical. So we have a section on enterprise data centers and cloud computing. And within the cloud computing section, you'd see case studies. We have specific case studies from these 4 vendors that we're presenting that show how they have been able to reduce cost of their infrastructure and at the same time being able to scale services, both storage and compute, to the highest levels.
All right, so there you are, a call to action to go to the mellanox.com site. From Sujal Das, thank you so much for talking with us, and thank you for watching this out there on the World Wide Web.
Thank you very much.